W228CG Warwick is 93.5 FM WTBQ.
It is 30 degrees outside WTBQ and WGHT radio, and still a bit overcast and dark out there. Looks like a winter setting, at least where we are. I know some areas got more rain than snow, but we're still kind of snow covered outside the studio a bit on the at least on the lawn and out there. The roads are pretty good today, but be careful with sidewalks and driveways, things like that, because whatever you didn't shovel off is kind of icing over, and it sounds like it's going to get downright cold. So I guess we're getting a very early touch and taste of winter, which is going to stay with us for a little while. So we'll have to see what happens as it all goes on. It's about 9 minutes after 7 o'clock right now, and got a lot of things going on today. Taylor and I are going to talk a bit about, we have our event, our big holiday event for the station tonight, and looking forward to that. That's for all the station employees, and every now and again, you'll love to do that. It'll be like our 32nd party that we're going to be having, and we're going to have it at that wonderful Silvio's Villa, Italian Villa over there in Warwick. So talk about a great location. And I'm kind of looking forward to, I guess, the penne alla vodka is like my favorite that they have there for the dinner. Get to meet a lot of people that we see all during the week, and everybody just sort of gets to hang out. Fun part about a staff party is when you do things like the radio station here, we have so many shows that people that do shows don't get to really see the other people in the shows. We get to see everybody, but they don't get to see each other. So it's kind of fun to have everybody get together and tell stories and everything and get ready for the holidays. So it'd be pretty cool. It's kind of hard. We don't even have our Christmas tree up here yet. I think we're going to have to get that done definitely by Monday and get it all up and decorated. We're just a little bit behind on all that stuff because this season is flying by. This is insane. All right, so dress warmly for tonight. It's going to be a bone chiller. Taylor Sterling has arrived. She is here with us at 10 after 7.
Very funny. Very funny.
And you have a very special guest on the telephone.
I do. Oh, their name is Jacqueline Perez.
We're going to call her Jack?
Call me Jack.
Call me Jack. I could go for some Jack right now, actually.
I love it.
Jack Daniels.
I doubt it. You don't even drink.
I'm going to start.
Well, let's say hello to Jack. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for hosting me this morning.
Our pleasure. So first, where are you from? Where are you in the country?
Well, currently, right now, I'm in wine country in Northern California, but I live in North Carolina, in Chapel Hill. So
pretty
not
area.
too far away from you all.
No, not at all.
I bet
California's not that far anymore.
Yeah, you're probably happier to be out there than in North Carolina, where it's kind of cold this morning, too.
Yeah, not bad, though.
Except for that it's 4:10 a.m., right?
Yeah, well, that's always a trade-off.
I'd cry for you, but we're up about that hour every morning, so...
I'm sure. The nature of the gig, right?
Exactly.
The nature of the gig.
So how did you come up with the concept of figuring out, which I knew a number of years ago when all the baby boomers started coming into that retirement age, that they were going to be the biggest buyers of everything because there's an attitude about, listen, we're only here for a short time. Let's just continue to be happy, as opposed to our older relatives who are like saving every penny they could. We're all about spending. So how did you figure that one out?
Well, that's such a great question, Taylor, and a really interesting perspective. I mean, this cohort of women over 50 is the wealthiest cohort we've ever had. We've made our own money. We've inherited the money from our parents. Women also have inherited money from their dying partners. And so we're sitting on trillions of dollars, trillions. And then, you add to that women, whether we like it or not, women make 75 to 85% of the purchasing decisions in every household, right? And so, we have the money, and we also have the power to spend it, and we're doing it, and we're making it happen. We are a viable economic force.
I'll give you a prime example of that, and that is Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, who has given away billions of dollars that she got. So you forgot one major thing, and that's divorce. So a lot of women get a lot of money from divorce, and some of them, like Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, are giving it to charities because they can. And what a wonderful thing.
Oh,
But you're
yeah.
right. There's a ton of money. What do you see as far as is there an indication of what type of things they're buying mostly, or is it kind of spread over?
No, absolutely, Taylor. Women care about what they're purchasing. And right now, women are valuing experience over objects. So, think about travel or cooking classes, taking friends out to dinner.
Vacations.
They want experience over, and to what you said earlier, we're getting older. How much stuff do you absolutely need, right? I mean, at some point in time, you look around and go, oh my goodness, what am I going to do with all this stuff? But spending money on experiences, that's a gift that just keeps on giving.
I think, but I would think that it's the generational thing too, because we were raised with most of our parents were, savers and be careful. You got to have enough money for X, Y, and Z. And we were like, I'm not going to do that. I want to live. I want to have a life. I want to experience things. So we take that into our 50s.
Well, I have another question for you, too. Do you think that because, as you get into your 50s and everything, you don't like to get out maybe as much to shop? Do you think that this online shopping has made it even easier for people to just sit there at home on their computers and they got the money and they want to buy things? Now it comes right to their door. Does that help in the whole situation?
Absolutely. And not just the computer, Frank. You can do it on your phone. I have seen women shop on the train. You know what I mean? Like commuting.
I'm raising my hand.
Oh, right. You're raising your hand.
Guilty.
I wish I could see it. I mean, I'm guilty as charged too, man. That little computer we carry around in our purse or pocket, and then with, the shipping is so fast these days, you can order something and get it like same day practically sometimes, depending on what market you live in, right? So, yes, absolutely, Frank. Those are...
Yeah. So what are the other upsides to this? I mean, what is, I looked at your website. It's pretty concise too, by the way. I don't think you have any competition on this right now.
You've really
tapped a field. Of course
I do, Taylor, because every good idea, I like to think my idea is a good idea. And every good idea, other people are gonna jump on it. And here's the deal, Taylor. We have lived with such little information for women in this demographic for so long.
Wait a minute, where have you lived? I've had more information. I know what to do with in my life.
Really?
Yes.
Specifically designed for women over 50.
Okay, I'm going to disagree with that because I don't care who it's designed for. If I find something interesting or I want to tackle it, I don't think if it's for women or not. I've never been in that mindset because I wasn't raised that way either. And so maybe that has something to do with it. Whatever I've wanted to do, I've done. Whatever I wanted to experience, I've done. And whatever I wanted to buy, I did it. So
I love that.
So
I love
maybe
that. You are the type of woman that I love to celebrate and showcase because not all women believe that. And it's women like you who are modeling it for the other women. And I love that.
Well, yeah. So I think at this point in our history, I haven't seen any of that old type women anymore. All the women I know, and I have a lot of women friends, they are all super successful, intelligent, fun, experiencing life. So I don't know, maybe it's that I'm hanging out with, people of like mind. I'm not sure, but mostly women in business.
Yes. And I think that's what we attract when we are that way. Of course, we're going to attract other individuals that are similar to us. And I love that. But given what I've been doing now for 7 years, I can let you know that not all women feel as confident or as visible and as assertive as
that has
your group is.
Yeah, but that has a lot to do with upbringing too. I mean, when you instill confidence in your children, it makes a huge difference in their adult life. I see it with my son. So I mean, there are so many different types of women, but most of the women that I know, and as I said, I think it's business related. They're all very successful because they want to be. And when they want to stop, they stop. I mean, I see a whole generation of different women now. So it's hard for me to understand that there are women out there who don't get it. But your website, let's talk about what's on your website.
I would love to. What would you like to know?
No, I like to know. I'd like you to share what's on there with people who are listening so they know why they should go there.
Perfect. Yes. So the mission of that site is to consolidate the information that women over 50 care about. And that is, we're complex organisms, right? It's not just that we care about the physiological changes, but we also care about, dating after a divorce. We care about looking our best. What do we wear now in our 50s, 60s, and 70s as our bodies have changed? What do we do for skincare? And the thing is that everything on that website is specifically geared for women after 45 plus. And I went out, because I'm not an expert on everything, Taylor and Frank. I mean, of course not. So I went out and looked for the women who are currently hacking those areas for other women and ask them to join me in this mission and to provide their wisdom, their expertise, their tips. And, they all said yes, because they all believe in the mission. They all want to be part of the normalization of aging. It's got to be okay, Taylor, if you decide you want to go gray or if you don't want to decide to go gray. It's got to be okay for a woman to say, yes, I want Botox, or I don't want Botox. We got to stop the judging. We got to just let women be who they want to be and age how they want to age. And I want to be part of that mission.
Yeah. Listen, as I said, I think that women now, if they're making those decisions, your website is really concise about all the advantages they can have and all the places they can go to and all the things that they can avail themselves of. It's just a really well done website, I have to say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've put a lot of energy and heart and thought. And like I said, yes, it's my website. I run it. I'm the CEO. But that website would be worthless without the women who are thought leaders from all over the world. I mean, I have women who are writing in from New Zealand, Australia, the UK, and Canada, our neighbor just a little bit north of you. But they're the ones that are providing the expertise. And it's amazing that they're willing to share that with the world.
Yeah, women are much, well, men do too. I mean, you just have to ask them. They're very simple people, They're online. They're not complicated like women. If you give a man a tool, they're really happy. They can fix it. That's it. They're very simple. Women,
there's nothing wrong with that. I
nothing at all.
On that. I don't know about you, but I kind of count on that.
No, I love it. I mean, Frank fixes everything in the house, so I'm good. I'm happy to say thank you. But on the other, when I'm looking at the women today, I think the voice is louder. It's not that they didn't know before, because I think back to my mother and father, and my mother who did everything, and my father who loved that she did everything. So there was a different type of relationship there, and there was no kind of like, you don't do that or I don't do that. And I think those things by example change how you approach things as well. So I think the women today come from that type of mentality. So they're not afraid. They're not in fear of trying something new or doing something or experimenting. And also, I think the great thing is they're willing to share it. And that's, unusual. So I think women just need to be friends with women. And I think that's going to make a biggest difference of all. Tell them what the website is, with the address or your URL.
Well, the website is called Kuel Life, and it's spelled kind of cattywampus because I spell it with a K. So it's KUEL Life, LIFE.com. And yeah, I mean, there are thousands of articles out there, tips and advice on everything from menopause to dating with a dry vagina to, how to hide the menopausal belly, what jeans to wear. We got you covered. So
are you,
get out there and take a look.
Are you over 50?
I am 61, ma'am.
All right. Well, you sound like you're 40. So,
so do you.
Do you have children?
I have one son who is 23.
All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How old's your son?
My son is 42.
42. Okay.
Yeah, married, and I have a
Late
grandchild.
in life. I kind of started having a baby late in life. I decided kind of at the very end. It's like, if I'm going to do it, I got to do it now.
Yeah, I started at the early end. But yeah, no, having a child really changes everything. You become very unselfish. Prior to that, it's all about you. And then after the child, it's all about them. And so you learn, I've told my son this many times, I've learned more from him than he's learned from me. It's very interesting process. Now, and
I feel the same way. I feel like my son has taught me more than I've taught him. I agree with that.
Yeah, it's a fabulous life. Enjoy it, folks. You mentioned something earlier about women who want to keep their hair gray. Now, there are some women who have gray hair. Hair is gorgeous. The only thing is, I just see women, and maybe it's because I'm been in certain fields, that when their hair is gray, they do look older. And I don't know if they care or realize. So it's individual. But when I've seen women who've taken beautiful gray hair, just gorgeous color, the texture, everything, and put a color in it, they look 25 years younger. So maybe it doesn't matter to them. I'm not sure how that works because I would never do that.
Well, I color my hair, but
Me too.
Here's why. But here's why. It's like I was born a brunette. I was born with brown hair. And in my 20s, I decided that I wanted to live my life as a redhead. That hasn't changed. Just because now I am no longer a brunette, now the hair grows out gray, I still want to live my life as a redhead. I continue to color my hair. I know many women who feel a certain sense of freedom and liberation of not putting the color in their hair anymore.
Well, that kind of disturbs me. If the color of your hair depends on your liberation, you got more problems than the color of your hair. I mean, that should come from inside you, not outside. When I look in the mirror now, I am a natural redhead. My mother was 4 or 5 kids that were redheads. And I love having red hair. But I just, and obviously there's gray coming in there. So redheads do get gray, folks. I know they think they don't. But the thing is the color of your hair shouldn't determine how you feel inside. It should just determine how you look outside. And I think that's the kind of misnomer on that. And it's just that, you want to look your best. It's normal for whatever reason. I actually dress for myself. I don't dress for other people, but I like how I look that way. And if somebody likes the way they look with gray hair, all the power to them. But I just think that, and I have a very close friend who did that too. And I just want to say to her, you look great, but you looked a lot better before. But I don't. So I'm just
Taylor, I think you just did.
No, she's not listening. She doesn't get.
I think you just
she
did
doesn't.
Tell her that.
No, she doesn't listen in the morning. She works late.
Okay.
She's a professional.
I'm like, I hate to tell you this, but I think you're on air.
Yeah, no,
so I
but
think you may have just told her.
I know because she's a professional singer, so she sleeps really late in the morning. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it.
So it's a safe zone at this hour.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's interesting, though, to me psychologically, why people do or do not color their hair. But I just, look, everybody's an individual. I'm not telling people what to do. I'm just telling you my opinion. Same thing with my politics.
But that's exactly the point, Taylor. It should be okay to have your opinion and then your friend's opinion. The one who doesn't color her hair, her opinion is just as valid. And, we women have to support one another in those choices and, keep the crown on each other. Let's not knock the crown off of each other's heads. Let's help keep the crown on top of every woman's head. And we got to have each other's back. And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm with you, girl. I've had to get my red hair out of a box in some way, shape, or form now. Since my 20s. You got that coming out of your mom. Yeah, I actually had to go get that.
Yeah, but I still have to touch up now. Let me tell you, the gray does come in after a while. I said that to my mother. I'm like, Mom, I thought if you're a redhead, you don't get gray. And she looked at me and went, don't be ridiculous. So anyway, all right. So tell them again the website.
It's called Kuel Life. And once again, it's spelled with a K, Kuel Life, LIFE.com.
Well, listen, everyone, go take a look at it. Whether you're a man, a woman, does not matter. Go check it out. It's good information for men to know about what women are doing or to encourage your significant other as well. Great website. Wish you great success, continued success with that, and have a wonderful holiday.
You as well. And thank you once again for hosting me this morning. It was a pleasure.
Same here. Take care. Be well.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. So that's Jack Perez. She looks like Jack, but it's Jacqueline Perez. It's a cool website. I looked at it as well.
You don't know Jack. Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, she's tapped into an area that has not really been tapped into as far as putting it concisely, like everything's in one place for women over 50. It's great. It really is.
Well, people today like to spend money on whatever. When you turn on your TV set, what do you see? There's ads for everything. It's either, like she said, it could be a destination cruise. How many people do all these cruises and everything?
It's interesting when I hear about all this and I see people on these game shows winning trips, and I'm thinking, I traveled so much for so many years. I don't want to be anywhere I have to go on a plane.
Yeah.
I've been in more planes